Hello all, this is Nilesh here. Today I'm going to speak about a very important topic which is very basic, which people keeps asking me why we should believe in astrology. And a lot of people say that let's just focus on our karma. If that exists, then karma will help you drive this. Why we just want to read astrology and why we want to know our future. I think the answer to that is yes, you should focus on karma. That's very important. But let me explain you scientifically why astrology is a subject and it's purely a science rather than any other thing. So astrology, just consider an example of an ocean and moon. In full moon, we see a lot of tide, big tide, and which can influence the large water body like ocean. So similarly, our body is made up of 5 tattvas, as you all may be knowing, and one of the key tattvas is water. 65 to 70% of our body is made up of water. So if moon can influence this water body, why can't it influence our body? So it definitely has got an influence. Planets have got influence on our body, and each of these tattvas, and it can influence your the complete life path, and it influence your body, your soul, your mind, everything. So that's a small clue which can give you that yes, this is purely a science. And I have personally seen that there are many things which are really happening as per planned, and I believe that whatever is written, whatever is planned is bound to happen. I reluctantly saying that there can be something which you can do to change that. So everything is planned and it will happen. You might change the intensity by directly connecting to the source. That's one thing which can happen. But then whatever is written. So people may debate and ask why then we will have to focus on astrology. What will happen if you'll know about your future? So my answer to that is you should not really be focusing on the key events or exactly pinpointing when are you married, when you will get a job, exactly when you are going to die. These are all that's not the intention. That there you should not go. Even if you are an astrologer, please don't do that. That's not the plan. The thing is, if you know your periods, which in astrology we called it Mahadasa and Antardasas and many other dasas. So in Vedic and astrology, if you know about the period, you at least know about how that period would be, and you can start acting accordingly. So that's very important, because if you know that the period is not good, don't take too much of risk, don't avoid things will happen. But if you know about this, you will be better prepared. So if I say that just go back with time machine and live the life again, whatever you have led, the things will happen in exactly the same way what has happened. I'm sure that you will better behave and better react in the situation when you know how the things may happen to you. So if you just think of the very very emotional turmoil situation and just go back to your life and start thinking that if you have to lead the life again, you might be behaving in a better way, so you are more prepared. So that's where astrology can help. That's number one thing which you have to remember. Second thing where astrology can help is finding your strengths. So it's very important that you focus more on your strengths than the weaknesses. Okay, everyone cannot be a leader, everyone cannot be a creative artist, everyone cannot be a good father, a mother. There is something which you have to focus a bit more, and focusing on that can change your life. So rather than focusing on weakness, if you know that you cannot be a big leader, but you can be a great artist or you can be a great administrator, better focus on those strengths, then channelize your path. Yes, that's again, it's all planned, but then even knowing this will give you a lot of clues, and then it will help you shape the future. See, the turmoils are written, but exactly how the turmoil will happen is not written. So better focus on your comfort zone. This will you can easily learn from astrology. And it's a very very basic thing, though the astrology is vast subject, and the more you zoom in, more you understand, you can actually drill down to know a bit more about it. But better focus on the dasas and so this, at least the basics you need to know. So I would say that it's directly stop, don't just reject the knowledge, just try to read a bit more about astrology, and at least know about the dasa. I'm in my next video, I'm going to tell you the big secret of the mahadasas. And instead of celebrating your birthdays, if you celebrate your dasas very well, you can actually change the entire picture in a very well way. You would be less turmoiled, you will actually be seeing that big change, and the dasa can help you in many ways. So it's very important that when dasa is changing, you have to start celebrating that, specifically on the day when the dasa is changing, and welcome that dasa in a big way. That will change a big thing for you. And please follow my next video on this. And if you don't know much, if you want to consult about the Vedic astrology, please contact on the details in the screen below. At least I'll be able to help you out with the basic information, which will really give you some clues, and maybe you can also start reading bit of astrology instead of just rejecting it. It is a science. It is something which is very, very true. Many foreign people are just preaching that and teaching that. You can refer, it's not just a fake thing. So just try to read bit more, and then judge the subject. So here I'm resting my subject today. I'll come back with you on the Mahadasha and Antardasha video in my next slide. Please follow and subscribe my video. Thank you.